For this assignment, we interviewed Mr. Basim Al Salim from Saudi Aramco. The purpose of this interview was to understand how international human resource management is applied in a real multinational company, instead of just relying on textbook theory. This interview helped us to see how companies manage international employees, expatriates, cultural differences, and global human resource challenges in daily operations. Saudi Aramco is a major energy company based in Saudi Arabia. According to Mr. Basim, the company mainly operates in oil and gas, but it also has international affiliates and business relationships with suppliers, contractors, employees, and offices around the world. After acquiring SABIC, Saudi Aramco became more integrated in energy and petrochemicals. The company also has around 52 nationalities in its workforce, which makes it a strong example of a multinational company for this IHRM study. Our interviewee, Mr. Basim Al Salim, is based in Saudi Arabia and has more than 20 years of experience in supply chain, procurement, and management. His current role is Senior Procurement Consultant in Supply Chain, where he handles project contracts in the oil and gas industry. Although he is not directly from the HR department, his experience is very relevant because he works almost daily with international employees, companies, and offices. This gives us practical insight into how IHRM challenges appear in real workplace situations.
In IHRM theory, expatriate pay is typically designed using either a home-based or a host-based approach. The home-based method, also known as a balanced scorecard or balance sheet approach, aims to keep the expatriate whole by protecting their purchasing power and covering gaps in taxation, housing, and the overall cost of living compared to the home country. On the other hand, host-based pay simply ties salaries to the local market rates of the host country. Based on the interview, the company firmly adopts the home-based model. They use fair market assessments to craft highly competitive packages that attract international experts to Saudi Arabia. However, Aramco's strategy goes far beyond base salary. It's a truly holistic package. The company provides housing subsidies, dedicated expatriate camps, full of relocation support, comprehensive medical insurance, and even education allowances for employees' children. Crucially, Mr. Basim also emphasized that money isn't the only factor. He highlighted that fairness and challenge are equally critical. Expatriates want to feel valued and treated equitably, which is why Aramco designs its packages to balance financial incentives with a strong sense of professional purpose and support for the whole family. The most prominent challenge identified is pay equity. In Saudi Arabia, it is not legally considered discrimination for expatriates to earn significantly more than employees. While this helps attract global talent, it creates a clear tension between offering competitive international packages and maintaining internal fairness with the local workforce. Other major challenges include exchange rate volatility, which directly impacts expatriates' real income, complex tax treatments, and significant difficulties with family adjustment, especially for Western families who may hesitate to relocate to the Middle East. These challenges are deeply linked to core IHRM frameworks. First, the resource-based view treats skilled expatriates as valuable strategic assets worth investing in. The balance sheet approach explains why Aramco provides extensive allowances to protect financial well-being. Equity theory highlights why managing perceptions of fairness, both for expatriates and locals, is absolutely vital. Expatriate adjustment theory explains why housing, education, and family support are essential for reducing culture shock. Finally, institutional theory reminds us that all these policies must strictly comply with Saudi labor laws while still upholding global corporate standards.
For my part, I will explain international performance management, especially how Saudi Aramco evaluates and supports employees working in an international environment. Based on the interview with Mr. Basim Al Salim, Saudi Aramco uses a standard performance platform for both local and international employees. This means the company does not differentiate employees based on nationality when evaluating performance. Employees are assessed using annual objectives, KPIs, scorecards, and work targets. The appraisal process happens in 3 stages. First is the planning stage, where the supervisor discusses the employee's objectives. Second is the mid-year review, where progress is checked. Third is the year-end evaluation, where the final performance result is communicated. This helps employees understand their progress earlier and improve before the final appraisal. For the assessor, Mr. Basim explained that the direct manager or supervisor evaluates the employees under his or her supervision. This means that for international employees working in Saudi Arabia, the host country supervisor usually plays the main role because they can directly observe the employees' daily performance, teamwork, and also ability to achieve targets. The evaluation criteria are divided into 2 main parts. The first is objectives, such as KPIs, scorecards, targets, assigned tasks and annual goals. The second is competencies, such as teamwork, communication, compliance, safety, and quality. These competencies are very important in the oil and gas industry because employees must follow strict safety procedures and work with people from different backgrounds. This is linked to IHRM theory because expatriate performance should not only focus on task achievement but also teamwork, communication, and the ability to adjust to the host country work environment. Even though Saudi Aramco use a clear and standardized appraisal system, there are still challenges in international performance management. According to Mr. Basim, the main difficulty is not the evaluation system itself, but the cultural and adjustment issue faced by international employees. Employees from different countries may have different communication styles, working habits, and also leadership expectation. When they work in Saudi Arabia, they may need time to adapt to the Middle Eastern work environment. This relates to cross-cultural adjustment theory, which explains that expatriates must adjust to the new country, workplace, and interaction with local people. To support employees, Saudi Aramco provides mentoring, training programs, structured feedback, and coaching. If the employee still struggles, the company may provide a grace period of around 3 to 6 months. Overall, Saudi Aramco's practice shows a balance between global standardization and employees' support. The appraisal system is fair and structured, while the support system helps international employees adapt and improve their performance.
So next, I will discuss international industrial relation, which is international industrial relation focused on managing employees' relationship across different countries, including labor laws, employee rights, and workplace regulation. So based on our interview with Mr. Basim Al Salim from Saudi Aramco, trade unions are commonly used in Saudi Arabia. Instead, labor-related matters are regulated by the Ministry of Human Resources. Then the company uses standardized employment contracts that clearly outline employees' rights and responsibilities. In addition, the HR department plays an important role in ensuring that all HR policies comply with local labor law while maintaining company standards. Okay, continue to the challenges. So one of the biggest challenges in international industrial relation is managing different labor law and employee expectation across country. So companies must ensure compliance with local regulation while maintaining fairness for all employees. So from the interview, we found that Saudi Arabia relies more on government regulation, whereas many Western countries have stronger trade unions involvement and collective bargaining practices. So Mr. Basim also explained that the company provide additional support expatriate employees who experience adjustment difficulties. Then comprehensive HR manual is used to guide employment practices and ensure consistency. Overall, effective international industrial relations help multinational companies maintain legal compliance, positive employee relation, and organizational stability. Thank you.
Next, I will discuss the findings from our interview regarding the international human resource management challenges faced by Saudi Aramco. Saudi Aramco has a highly diverse workforce, employing people from approximately 52 different nationalities. Due to this diversity, the company faces several IHRM challenges. The first challenge is managing cross-cultural diversity. Employees from different countries have different communication styles, behaviors, and work expectations. Therefore, cultural awareness and mutual respect are essential to maintain effective collaboration. The second challenge is expatriate adaptation. According to Mr. Basim, some expatriates, especially those from Western countries, may face difficulties adjusting to life in Saudi Arabia. Their family members may also experience challenges adapting to the local culture and environment. Another challenge is time zone coordination. Since Saudi Aramco operates globally, managing meetings, decision-making process, and operational activities across different time zones can be difficult. Expatriates also experience financial pressures, particularly regarding their children's education expenses and the rising cost of living, which may affect their overall life satisfaction. In addition, differences in compensation between expatriates and local employees may create perception of unfairness among workers. To address these challenges, Saudi Aramco provides support through mentoring programs, regular training, and continuous feedback to help expatriates adapt and perform effectively. Moving on to the discussion section, the interview findings can be linked to several important IHRM theories. Firstly, Hofstede Cultural Dimensions theory helps explain how national cultural differences influence communication styles, workplace behavior, and expatriate adjustment. Secondly, the expatriate adjustment model describes the process expatriates go through in adapting to the host country's culture, social environment, and work setting. Saudi Aramco supports this adjustment through mentoring and training initiatives. Thirdly, Perlmutter's EPRG framework suggests that Saudi Aramco mainly adopts a geocentric staffing approach because it recruits talent globally from many different countries while maintaining certain local HR practices. The findings also align with strategic IHRM approach, as Saudi Aramco balances globally standardized HR policies with adaptation to local regulation and employee needs. Finally, the resource-based view highlights that investing in employee development, mentoring, and diversity management enables Saudi Aramco to build valuable human capital and maintain a sustainable competitive advantage. Overall, the interview demonstrated that Saudi Aramco has established comprehensive IHRM practices, although challenges related to cultural adaptation, expected family adjustment, and compensation equity still remain. In conclusion, the study found that Saudi Aramco effectively manages a diverse workforce of 52 nationalities through competitive expatriate packages, structured performance management, and strong employee support. However, challenges such as cross-cultural communication, expatriate adjustment, compensation differences, and time zone coordination still exist. Overall, Saudi Aramco's practices align with major IHRM theories, highlighting the importance of cultural sensitive leadership, flexible HR policies, and balancing global integration with local responsiveness for long-term success.